What is up, guys? Welcome back to episode 9 of Guardians of the Galaverse. We have Shadow and Khaos with us as always, and this is the go-to place to learn everything about galagames that happens in the previous week. How you guys doing?
Yeah, all good. Yo, Legends Reborn, well, it's been a week now, so I've just been playing that.
Shadow, I think you're muted.
No, I noticed that. I was letting Khaos roll once I realised. Yeah, no, I'm all good.
Yeah.
Glad to be here with my brothers. I didn't know if I was going to be able to make this week's episode or not. I was meant to be out and about in town. I just went out for a few and then headed back, got some Games of Legends in, and then got my priorities straight and got back in time for the podcast episode 9.
Oh, sweet. Let's jump straight into it. We'll go straight into ahead of the game and then all the other announcements that you guys need to know about that's happening in the Gala ecosystem, especially like the hackathon and the new node votes that's happening soon, and maybe Galaverse 2024. So let's jump straight over to this page, which
Fuel the
is
jet, baby. Fuel the jet.
if they still have the jet, yeah. But okay, so as always, if you want to get the breakdown of ahead of the game episodes, this one is for 42. That was hosted by Anita. You can just follow me over on X or Twitter. I post all of the summaries like 30 minutes to an hour after the episode goes live. So if you don't want to watch the hour or half an hour episode, you can save like 30 minutes to an hour. This is a summary for you guys. But we're going to go over the summary in this episode. So the first thing is a new founders node vote regarding the node referral incentive is live. So if you do have a founders node, make sure you go over to the node dashboard and then you go to active polls, and then you can find the node vote there. You can either vote yes, no, or abstain. I think quite a few people have abstained, and it's a tight balance between yes and no. But in the morning yesterday when I was checking it, I think yes is pulling up ahead. I think you guys both own founders nodes, so if you want to disclose what you voted for, if not, that's fine. I voted for, I think I abstained. What did you guys vote for?
To be honest,
You haven't voted yet? All right. What are you leaning towards?
Yeah, I ain't voted either. Like, I'm just gonna abstain, but not put my vote through.
I can see why they want to do the incentive, and I can see why it's not a good idea unless they change certain things. For example, if people already have their referrals, that needs to change for the new referrals. But then the people that have worked really hard getting those referrals on the old system, getting that wiped doesn't exactly feel good. So it's like a balance of how they're going to do that. The recent changes, I think they're okay. But most people will game the system. They'll just make a new account, refer themselves, and get an 8% rebate or a discount for the ecosystem. And I think when Wookie was interviewing Bitbender about that new node vote, I think Bitbender said he doesn't care if people do that to get the 8% rebate because it's still helping the ecosystem. Not sure how some people feel about that, but I guess that is the go ahead if you are going to do that, as long as you're not extracting.
we know, like, where are all these people from them previous referrals? Do you know what I mean? They've not hung around, so why should you just, get lodged that straight back? And, how many referrals do some of these people own? Like, I know some people within the company have got a lot of referrals already. So I just don't think it's fair. Like, they wanted to get rid of it, which was everyone agreed with. They want to bring it back. You can't bring it back and tag on, what was already rolling, in my opinion.
Yep, I do agree with that. And also, if people did watch Wookie's live stream with Bitbender, it said that some referral codes were campaign codes. So for example, if you went to Brave browser and it had the Brave ad of Gala's node or Gala Games, you clicked on that, it would input a referral code for the Brave campaign, but that referral code would be Gala's referral code because that is how they track it. So they would kind of refer themselves, and that's not exactly fair because the company can't just refer itself based on the campaigns that they're doing. It should be the community that gets the referral bonuses. So unless they sort all of those like points out, I think most people are voting no. I'm still on the fence, like on the sidelines. So I've abstained until we see a better result, but we'll have to wait and see what happens in the next coming months or the next node vote. Oh, so the next thing is that Gala swaps are now visible when searched, and CoinGecko prices are now displayed, as well as Gala scan links that have been added. So when you do swaps and you want to check what's happened, the history is there. And then now the official, well, not the official, but the proper oracle for CoinGecko has been linked to Gala swap. So you're getting the proper updated prices instead of going to search it yourself. There should be a page there for you to see how much each token that you're selecting is worth. There's also been several knowledge base article updates and that have been published this week. The knowledge base is where you go to find the how-to guides, the FAQs and all that on the Galagames website. So if you don't know how to do something, maybe search there if you can't get the answers in Discord, and then if not, you can send a support ticket. Now on to the next big piece of news. One of the big pieces of news is that there is a Gala Chain hackathon happening at GDC on the 20th to the 21st of March, and the prize pool is $1 million. Got to do that $1 million. The hackathon is next week. It is collaborated with AWS and Alienware. So AWS Web Services and Alienware are two big names in the gaming or in the tech industry by itself, and they bring huge prizes to this one. Looking for a new monitor, AWS credits, maybe even a founders node. Come build on Gala Chain and you can have a chance to win. Now, if I remember correctly, somewhere somebody said it was like 300 to 500 teams that have signed up. I don't know which number is correct, but if there's 300 people building on Gala Chain, and you got to remember, guys, it's not just games that they're building. It could be DeFi protocol apps. It could be like anything you can build on the blockchain, they could build it, like movie apps, music apps, DeFi, anything that you could build. These people.
Coins, yeah.
Oh yeah, don't forget the meme coin hack. The Solana meme coins are going crazy right now. People be making bank, but then people also be losing bank, so you gotta be careful with that.
Okay.
But yeah,
talking about earlier on.
But this is the Gala Chain Hackathon. You can find more information here if you go to galachain.com and then /hackathon. It'll give you all the information you need. It is in, where is it, San Diego? Where is GDC? Can't remember where the location is, but if you want to register, just click right there. And if you want more info, you can go to the Galagames post there. Then we have, actually, before we move on, what do you guys want built on Gala Chain? Like, what are you expecting the hackathon? What are you, like, top 2 projects or 3 projects that you want to be built on Gala Chain?
I'd
that you
love to see a Web3 tournament, like set up, so people can just go there and, you know, enter on chain and then get their rewards for winning on chain.
I like the CSGO skin thing, right? Where you can put your skins up and then you enter the tournament. Whoever wins gets all the skins.
Yeah, or yeah, kind of like, you know, like, I don't know if any of you guys played like game battles back in the day or something similar to that.
I have not. So okay, I'll keep that in mind. But that would be cool. What about you, Khaos?
I'm a big fan of like DeFi projects. Like, so if you can, like, you know, incorporate that into like the game, so like you can like lock away certain NFTs, the coins you earn from playing the games. Like, if you don't need to spend them, you can like lock them up into like a I'm a big fan of liquidity pools. I feel like they're a really good way for you to earn passive income while like supporting the ecosystem.
Oh,
Your decentralized exchange with like stakings and lending and stuff like that. Like, that'd be pretty cool. And then using like Gala as the reserve currency or something.
as the default token. But yeah, that would be interesting as well. Like, you can lock your Vox or lock like your Miranda stuff and get bonuses, or you lock it and people can rent it out of that platform. They can pay like a fee. Like, a rental system would be amazing if you could have a website that could do it on all of Gala Chain's games. So you don't have to do it in like the game itself. You just like lock the NFT. It stays in your wallet, but the other person gets like a soul bound version well, you get the soulbound version, they get like a test version, like Miranda's exemplar souls is what I'm trying to say. And the Spider Trunks drop pod, basically, like it stays in your wallet, but the other person can use it. And I think that's a unique thing like the Gala chain has. So if they can do that for all the other games, it'd be amazing.
Or like how decentralized exchange, they allow people to put like a deposit. So it's gonna be hard because obviously the value of the NFT might fluctuate, but theoretically, it's like imagine you see an NFT and the price is like $5,000, right? You got $5,000, but you don't want to buy the NFT. You rather just use it for whatever specific time or period. So you'll put up the same value as the NFT. You put the deposit, use the NFT, and then when like after 30 days, the NFT automatically goes back to the owner. You'll get back your deposit minus whatever fees, because obviously there has to be a fee for that purpose. And that way, it's like you're able to still keep your money, but then use that NFT for that time period. And then obviously, again, it's just like say when you like lock up your Bitcoin, like you don't want to spend your Bitcoin, but like you need cash, so that you want to like borrow money against your Bitcoin, so you lock up your Bitcoin, borrow the money. I think it's like 60% of whatever the value of the Bitcoin is. And if the value of the Bitcoin drops, then they will start to sell off. The platform will start to sell off the Bitcoin to get it back to that 60%. Or theoretically, you'll do that because you're hoping that the price of Bitcoin goes up. So when you do get back your Bitcoin, you can pay back the loan, give back the loan, pay off the interest, and still maintain your Bitcoin and something like that. So that'd be pretty cool. Like using giving more utility to the NFTs, so you can use it as collateral, like borrow against it and shit like that. Because say you got like an NFC, like Lantern of the Sun, and it's going for like 20K, but you want to keep that shit, but you're like, shit, I need the money now, so you can like put out for collateral, borrow the money, and then go on, which is kind of like what people do in real world with like real assets, they don't want to sell their shit, so they put it as collateral. Like we could do that with the NFTs, so it'd be cool.
And the pawn shop.
Yeah.
Or if you've made it, houses, his house, refinance it. But yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that would be cool. I was talking to Good Paul, and I would also like another alternative to like restreaming, or another way you can stream to multiple platforms and like different versions. So if I want to do the horizontal streaming to like YouTube and Twitch, and then if I want to do like vertical streaming to like TikTok, for example, if there was a certain thing built on Gala chain that allowed you to do that using like the node network as the router or the way that the thing is distributed, that'd be amazing. So we'll just have to wait and see what is being built next week at GDC Gala Chains Hackathon. Also there's quite a few judges, like, right? There's like Wookie. Actually, we can just find out right now. If I open a tab here and then we just go to Gala Games, and they've basically reposted everybody that's being a judge in the hackathon. So you have this person here who's the trade commissioner of the Philippines. Then you have this person who is from Certic. Certic is the #1 audit company for Web3, well, not even Web3, just blockchain in general, right? Web3 security and blockchain security. Then we have Dr. Wookie, who's a content creator. If you guys don't know, he's creates content for Gala Games, and he started to branch out to other ecosystems.
He's one of the judges, right?
Yeah, he's one of the judges. There's also the CEO of Netmarble, Marplex. Oh my God, this is big. He's one of the, like, Netmarble is a big mobile gaming company. So if he's judging and there's a good mobile game, there could be partnerships there. That would be interesting. You also have Rex, who's a content creator. And there's like so many more people that are doing, there you go. Stash is also a content creator that's going to be at GDC. So that, like, there's a variety of people. The head of partnerships at Solana, like some of these people have big names and big content creators in the space. I think Stash is one of the big ones. So you also have HTX, Edward Chen. But yeah,
Snoop. Don't forget Snoop.
Yeah, I'm getting the head of gaming at OpenSea. Where's Snoop? Snoop was here.
I didn't even know Snoop was going to be there. Like, that's news to me.
Well, Jason Brenda Brink. I think he's let me just find Snoop Dogg. Snoop. There you go. And then he's reposted it as one of his posts. I just quickly keep scrolling. Come on, bro. Where's your Gala game post?
Or you just went past it.
No, that was the hackathon one, but there was one where he does it not show like Snoop as a judge? All right, well, he's retweeted the hackathon time. I want to see you build something for a new game, educational tool for children, or something new with music. Those are his 3 things. It doesn't say he's a judge, but maybe he will be there and he's interested to see what they build. But cool. So there's quite a lot of new people at the hackathon and it's going to be amazing. Now let's move on to the game side of Ahead of the Game updates. You have Common Ground World. The next competition starts March 19th with the theme being the Golden Heart Necklace. Also, a new NFT is on sale, which I believe sold out in less than 30 minutes. So it must have been a good NFT. The Leprechaun's Pot of Gold. There are several leaks regarding upcoming competitions. Say that again?
The people still buying like Common World Ground NFT like that. Cool.
Yeah.
Shows that like the community is still strong. I thought like people like, died off.
Nah, Dubstep is one of the Dubstep World streams Common Ground World and the Tower Paradox, and his whole fan base is all about Common Ground World. If you go to his Discord, people be trading Common Ground World NFTs back and forth for different competitions, renting them out for different competitions. That there's a whole community about Common Ground, because Common Ground World, you have to rank top 1,200 to get the Gala awards. And I think if you rank top 100 is when you actually see like decent rewards. So if the NFT, for example, is worth 150 or 200 bucks, and you can use it to place like top 50 and you get like 300 bucks, then it's a no-brainer, right? You just made 100 bucks and you got the NFT as well. So some people do it like that because they already have the NFT collection of like the haunted houses, the Miranda skins, like Tesla coils, energies. Like some people have been building up the collection and they're in a really good position to use all of it together in a combination to make sure they get high in the rankings. And then that way they get a load of points. I think if we go over to Discord, you can see the new structure of the Common Ground World. Let me just quickly get that up for you guys. So Common Ground World has a load of announcements too. And as you can see here, it starts 19th, finishes 22nd. The standard top 1,200 for the Gala Awards. The blueprint is the Hasted Steel Miller. And then this is the speed boost depending on which one you get for participating in the competition. Then you have the gold jump ring, and then you have gold wire, and then the gold heart necklace. This is what you need to craft those said items. And then this is the reward structure. So if you rank first, you get 40,000 Gala. Second is 30. So the top 5 are amazing.
How much Gala if you rank
Exactly,
first?
Bro. Exactly. Top 25 is 10. Top 50 is 7,000. You see this? This is why people still play Common Ground World. If you have the NFTs.
Hey, yo. I'm done. I'm done with Walking Dead Empire. I'm done with
Legend is gone. I'm out. I'm out.
What? You know how many days I have to keep my node? Yeah, we need to talk about node in terms of like the 24/7 thing. Like, but yeah, we'll come back to the node distro and shit like that. But yeah, wow. Okay, hey, Legends Reborn need to go in, man. I need 100K coming first after a week of Legends Reborn. I'm not playing. I'm selling all my LR stuff and I'm going into Common World Ground. Like, what's the actual fly?
This is why Townstar / Common Ground World is still an active community. Like, as I said, if you could buy the pot of gold, rank top 25, even top 50, you've got the NFT for free, and then you've got a decent prize pool, and you get the legendary card. Like, these are the NFTs that you can win when you do the competition. So when you get the Diamond Ghost card, it gives you a 23% boost for any of the next competitions that use this card. So you're getting another additional boost ahead of everybody else, because everybody else will get like a 15% or an 11% boost. So you're getting an additional 7 to 8%, which over 3 days can add up quite a bit. So Common Ground is still a thing, and a lot of people still play it. That's why Dubstep's whole live streams and community is really, really centered around Common Ground World and strategies and like the buildings of like the layouts for certain towns. So this one is a really good one because you've got 3 watering areas. The only downside is it's a desert. Say that again?
How long does the company go for?
How does?
How long does it go for? Like,
Oh, 3 days. It lasts from the 19th to the 23rd. Yep, it's weekly though. It's like weekly or every 2 weeks. Sometimes it's just the blueprint, and then sometimes you get majority of the time it is with the Gala Distro Awards.
big man, it could be a monthly thing. Like if y'all giving me 40,000 Ghana, I'm trying. I mean, obviously you gotta come first. Like it's not like easy. It's like easy said than done, you know.
Bro, even top 100, 3,500 gala, 7,000 gala.
That's over 2,000
7,000
bucks
top
for first
100.
place.
Bro,
Yeah.
where you getting all this money from? Like, is Commonwealth Brown making all that money to be giving out all that Ghana? Like,
They sell NFTs every competition because they release a new NFT every competition, which is used currently for that meta or previous metas. So it's like a cycle kind of thing. But I don't know. I don't keep track of Common Ground World a lot. So maybe we can get Dubstep on and he can explain how most of the stuff works because he knows more about it. Because I don't keep a lot of track about Common Ground World, but I do keep the basic knowledge. I do play the game every day on that campaign mode where you have to restore the tainted soil and you have to restore it to a regenerative land. The whole like Common Ground World theme of the film. I still do that every day, just in the morning, every 24 hours, just sell a bunch of stuff. But I haven't participated in any competitions like all the other stuff. But yeah, Common Ground World is still popping off. It's still a active community. It's one of the most active ones on Gala. I don't think Gala is gonna abandon Common Ground World or Townstar because that is the first baby, and then Mirandus is going to be the second baby, and hopefully the baby that snowballs everything. And speaking of Mirandus, the next section is about Mirandus. So the Mirandus, the field of battle stress test, is getting ready to test how many monsters and players can be in one zone and what it takes to break the zone. If we quickly head over to Discord, we've got the wallpaper leaks right here. Well, it's not exactly wallpapers because this is actually in-game scenery, which you will be able to explore soon. You have a bunch of concepts of the walls and siege towers and the fortifications. You have videos here showcasing the different way of the cubes move and how the models will look in their perspective. I don't know if you guys can see. And then down here you have the coastline image. You have variations of what you will be probably seeing in the King's March test, which is late Q2, Q3, if I remember correctly. It's the second test after the field of battle, but it's nice to see a lot of changes and variations coming to the game. And also for the people that have requested it, you now have the ability to have controller support in Mirandus. So some people that don't like to play keyboard or mouse, or some people that have disabilities and that can only use keyboard, you can actually use a keyboard and mouse. You can use it to get started. It's obviously in the testing phases, but as you can see, he's moving the D-pad around and you can still play the game in a controller. And then you can select inventory menus. You can look all around. Obviously, they've blurred out some of the info that they don't want you to see currently, which should be available soon. But as you can see, they are thinking about the community and certain requests that people have said. And this day and age, you should be able to play on controller, PC, whatever people prefer. You can also see here they have a mic input, so they could also be a proximity chat in Mirandus. You see the microphone here, microphone boost, sensitivity, windowed resolution. Oh, that is a big resolution. But yeah, that's good to know that the team is progressing smoothly, which is always a good sign. Everybody's looking forward to Mirandus, man. I just can't wait.
I'm actually impressed by what you just showed there. Like, it looks actually stunning, that little scene.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Like, the team had to scrap quite a lot of their original work because they had to redo the libraries and engines and certain structures that they were doing. But if you go back to, this is the audio. I believe this is audio testing. This is the inventory. So obviously the graphics aren't going to be like Unreal Engine 5 graphics because they want 1,000 people in one zone. So it's going to be more of this style. But as you can see, compared to the, was it Q3 2021 and 2022, this is a big step forward. And this isn't even the final product, but it's getting there. Like the colors are vibrant as well. It looks amazing. I like the progress.
Like very, very immersive. Like, you know, like I remember playing the first play test. Like that was, I remember the criticism, like people was criticizing, and you're like, bro, this is just test, like a test build. Like, this is not how it's gonna look. And compared to the first one to this, it feels.
I'll show you the first one.
It feels like you wanna. it feels like you never want to leave that world. Like once you get in, like I mean, yo, RIP your work, RIP your kids, RIP education. Like you're not. That's gonna be your
Legit.
second life. Like
I told my wife when this game's come out, you're not going to see me like for like a couple of weeks. And this is the first playtest.
Get a part-time temporary husband.
Oh, that doesn't work in my culture. It's me forever.
Where's the subs?
There you go. This was the first playtest 2021. Compare that to what you just saw. Look at the progress.
Look at your setup now as well. Look at the progress of that.
Yeah, 2 years exactly. I got a beard now. It's been a rough bear market, you know. I've grown that beard. The winter has come. Hopefully the sun shines soon. But yeah, you can see it's just a player model with a number above the head showcasing how many people are there. But you can see there's a lot of lag. There's no terrain. It was basically a field where you could go in and test how some of the movement and physics were working. But the team had to scrap this physics model because they had to rebuild it when they hired a bunch more people. They did everything from scratch and making it better. And the recent movement, as you just saw in the previous video, is like way better than this one compared to the 2023 playtest I was playing. It's gotten way smoother. And I'm happy. I don't mind. I do want to play the game now, but I don't mind the team taking the extra year or 2 years to make sure everything is fleshed out properly and the economy model is working in all the other games first, and then using all the good bits in Miranda's, because Miranda should be the holy grail of galagames. So this is the first playtest, and then you compare it to the previous playtest that I just showed you, and it's like night and day. So everybody's looking to that. All right, cool. Enough about Miranda's. I could go on for Miranda's for ages, like you guys go on about Legendary Pawn. Let's move on to the next bit, which is Galachain has not been hooked up yet to Miranda's, but the team is adding little features here and there. And for the second playtest this year, they will have Purgatory and maybe the Materium swap in game. They haven't confirmed that, but you have to wait and see. There was also a small video showcasing the different sounds in game and showcasing the Materium to Gala in game and vice versa. So currently it's a 1-to-1 swap. Obviously that's not going to be how it will be in game. That is just for testing purposes. Now we move on to Champions Arena. There is a big update on March 20th, which everybody is looking forward to. There will be the new Nexus and Arena updates will be coming. You can find more information on my previous posts or in the Discord. For all the information, make sure you check the previous posts. And also there is a spring-summer sale happening. Well, not summer sale. There's a spring-summer event as well as a sale in Champions Arena. So it starts from the 15th of March to the 22nd of March. And if you purchase any gems on the Galagames store or the mobile stores to unlock those rewards. So the milestones are $100, $250, and $500. And the prizes are 2 Epic Champions boxes, an Epic Champion box, a Legendary Champion box, and then the final one is 1 Epic Champion box, 1 Legendary Champion box, and 1 Legendary Equipment box. So if you need to stock up on gems, if you missed the Mystic box sale, this could be a good time to stock up and guarantee yourself an Epic Champion and a Legendary Champion, and if you go all the way, even some Legendary Equipment. But I am looking forward to the 30th update. So if we just quickly go back to Discord and then we go to Champions Arena, we can just show you what the update is so people don't get announced or don't get scared right away.
The feedback on this promotion, like people like fight for it, are people saying they're spending the money to get the rewards, or people like, oh no, just like they're done with spending money? Like what's the...
It's not been met with too much resistance. It's also not been met with people just rushing out and buying stuff to get any of those rewards. So it's just good, like, if you do need to buy gems, you're getting gems and some currently, which is good.
Yep.
There's a lot of positive mood towards this update on the 20th of March.
Yep, here's the quick update for the battle champion. So now instead of a VP cap, it's going to be play per battles. And NFT rarity now finally has a meaning. So if you have a legendary NFT, it'll give you 35 battles. Epics give you 12. rares give you 8, uncommons give you 5, and commons give you 3. I think epics will change to 13 due to community feedback, because they are listening on that, which is nice. And basically every battle you do has a chance to earn your VP. Even if you lose, it will count as a battle. If you rent an NFT from the Nexus, it gives you 15 additional battles to earn VP, and then the cooldown can be reset for 150 paid gems, only available once per day. So you can get another 30 battles if you want by using the Nexus to rent champions. Also, you will now be able to earn free gems for victories in the arena. So if you win gold or below, you get 3. If you win platinum or above, you get 4 gems. And if you lose, you get 2 gems, gold and below. And if you are above platinum, you get 3 gems. And the maximum daily gems you can get if your summoner is level 1, which is basically the icon top left, that is the summoner level, you can get 200 gems. And if your summoner is level 80, which is the maximum level currently, you can get 358 gems. Each level is increased by 2 for the gems that you can get. So this is just a portion of the update. You can scroll up to here and it'll tell you the additional updates that are coming to March 20th. I'm not going to go over it too much. I guess you guys can go into it in your own time. But overall, on paper, this update is positive. A lot of people are looking forward to this. Hopefully it counteracts what some of the people have been doing and abusing in Champions Arena. So the reward pool is fairly distributed. What are your thoughts on it, Shadow? Because I know you're pretty hyped about this.
Yeah, I think it is a brilliant upgrade. I think you'd need like 12 legendary NFTs to be able to farm 150k VP a day. And you know, if someone's gone out and bought 12 legendaries, like, yeah, I kind of just got to stand back and say, you know, you can farm that much, you know.
Yep. Well, if he's put the money in and then he's playing properly, then yeah. Emphasizing playing properly.
Yeah, no, really, really happy. I'd still like them just to remove auto from Arena, but no, this is really positive, really good update.
Yep, that was my suggestion at the start as well. It's like just remove auto battle from Arena, which means you actually have to participate to earn. But I guess they want the auto battler as the mobile game. It's one of their features, so this is the measure that they're testing. Maybe in the future we do get it that way. We'll have to wait and see. But this does help quite a bit. And I think this will make it so lower rarity NFTs actually have value, because I believe Messi, or was it Elder Maxon, did the math, and based on minting scrolls currently on these values, it's better to have, 12 commons instead of 1 legendary in terms of price.
What they haven't said is whether you need those NFTs just in your wallet, or whether they've actually got to be on the battlefield to accrue the points.
I think they have to be locked in your wallet, and then you can use your main team to battle, because they wouldn't be like, you can't just switch out the rare for 8 battles and then do that again. If you lock it like the current VP cap, it will give you the maximum battle that you can do.
Yeah, so what I meant is, obviously most people have their main 4 champions that they fight with. So, say you know, just for easy math, say you have got a whole team of 4 legendaries, you could get 140 battles per day. But if you've got another 4 epics just in your wallet, does that give you another 48 battles for that day, or do they actually have to be on the battlefield?
I think it will give you another 48 battles per day, like the current VP point system. It's just going to be same, but instead of the cap of 5,000, it's going to change to allowed battles.
Yep, sure. Yeah, cool. That's good. Yeah, because obviously a lot of people wouldn't be able to get some of them their lower NFTs into their team. You know, they'd just get crushed.
Oh yes, like if my rare NFTs, if I play with them, I'm going to lose all the battles. So there's no point having the extra battles, because you're not going to be getting any VP.
Yeah, even if you link them, you'd still get crushed.
Oh yeah, 100%. You need your actual core team to be the ones participating, because you've built that over the several months that the game's been live. Sorry, Khaos, what was your question previously?
There are 2 things. First of all, I need to release my trapped NFTs in that game. I got like 2 rares that are just sitting locked up, and I haven't logged into the game like months. I need to go release them from the Shadow Realms and put them on OpenSea. second, both you guys agree that you should get rid of auto battle. Also, you guys use auto battle yourselves, like when you're, doing other things,
I
like so when
don't.
you're not really concentrating.
I do. I use it all the time. You press a button every 2 minutes.
I know my question was like, how would it affect you if they got rid of it? Would it affect you? It wouldn't affect you either way if it's there or it's not there. I know sometimes Shadow in both games, he'd be playing Legend Reborn.
Yeah, I only do
Champions
mayhem
Arena.
in the background. I only want it removed from arena.
Right. Okay. Cool. Gotcha. I thought you was doing Arena in the background, but if you do
No, I
Mayhem or the
can't.
battle,
My team don't auto battle. They just act
they
like
don't
idiots.
function too well on their own.
No. Them guys need a ruler at the head of the ship.
So my one's because this is a Frina Zoe combo. It's a 50-50 chance if it works. If there's if the Zoe buff is a Frina, then I generally do win unless I'm facing like the top 20, and I can auto battle because my team is set up to auto battle, which I do. Like I don't actually actively play it unless it's the last 2 days of the arena. I just auto battle hundreds of battles a day, and if it does remove it, then I will be playing actively. It would kind of hinder. Well, no, because I would be playing more actively, but there won't be that many people auto battling. So if I actually play, the rewards would be better for me in that sense, instead of the current system where everybody's just pressing a button every 2 minutes. Because the way you would get rewarded if the auto battle was removed is like you'd actually have to participate and play and interact with the game to actually get the rewards from the game. So I'd be happy with that, even though it won't be beneficial to me and how my team's set up. But for the game, I'd 100% be happy if they just get rid of auto battle for arena and get rid of that caption. And then if you play the game, you can actually get the rewards instead of like all these caps and limiting. Like what these battles do is basically they limit your playtime to this cap. Obviously, not everybody's gonna get to like 100 or 200 battles a day. But if there is that person that has like 18 hours a day or 16 hours a day and they just want to play this game, but they don't have the champions available to do that, then they're currently bottlenecked. So I'd prefer if they open it up to where if you're playing, yes, you can do it like that, but they have to adjust the VP ratio for the NFTs. They can't have it where epic, rare, uncommon, and common give you the same amount of current value as a legendary continuously battling. Like the NFT rarities, like this battle point system that they split, needs to be incorporated when that change does happen. Also, I think a lot of people will be buying free gems now because you can get free gems from the arena. So like people are going to make 10 accounts, get like 3,000 free gems daily, sell it for $5 to $10 to an estate, and then do the estate to distribute it to themselves. So that could be another thing that could be abused in the future when this update is happening. They might take it out the game because they didn't expect that to happen. But based on my gamer senses and some of the discussions in Champions Arena discussion, I think that's definitely going to be a thing. All right, cool. So that is the Champions Arena news. Then we have the Last Expeditions news. I almost said Legends Reborn, but I corrected myself. The new economy overview has been posted for you to understand what is coming to the game. So it's posted last week. If you want to go over that again, it's news.gala.com. Then you search for Legends Reborn and it goes through the overview of what is coming to the game, crafting, the resources, how they're going to be used, and everything else. Now, Last Expedition is an epic game.
We got him.
I played Helldivers 2 yesterday with JD, and I think Last Expedition could be something similar to that with different game modes. So the current game mode is like the PvEVP setting, where it's the battle royale and extracting, but maybe you could have a survival game mode where you have to drop and then you have to do certain objectives and stuff like that. They've got the map set up, and I think it has the potential to also, obviously you don't want to copy the game because they're two different types, but you could have different game modes, which is amazing. If people don't do the PvP side and they want to go full PvE, they might not get as much rewards as participating in the PvP side, but it'd still be a nice change of pace. So make sure you go to news.color.com to get the update on that. Then we move over to Play EPX Eternal Paradox. Season 3 is here. There is a new light mercenary called Wang. Also, there are several days of welcome codes to use, and you have to use them daily to get the several cool goodies. So if I just go over here Eternal Paradox. This is the update that you need to pay attention to. It's on my Twitter or it's in Discord. And then if you go down here, this is the 7-day bonuses that you can get. The first day code was welcome to season 3. They change every day, so make sure you check the Discord and copy that code. You have to do it in game, not in the Gala store. You have to launch the app and then go to the store in app and then put in this code. And then this is the things that you'll get. Some of these are really, really good, like the extra diamonds, the speed ups, mercenary star, gear selection chest, hour speed ups, 100 1 hour speed ups, a load of resources too. Like if you play Eternal Paradox, this is a really, really good free welcome gift that they're giving you for season 3. Also, they've did a change where from last season, only the guild leaders can reserve that name that they were in the previous season, because a lot of people are doing like the imposters or like trying to steal guild names. So they've made it so 7 days, the guild leader who was the leader of that guild can reserve that name and then make that name in season 3 or the next season to come. And then they have the right to reserve that. If they do not use it within those 7 days, then it is open for taking. So that is another amazing change. Eternal Paradox, as I said, is one of the most polished games on Gala's platform, and a lot of games need to start getting to this standard to be considered a fully fleshed out game, in my opinion. I guess you guys don't play Eternal Paradox, but
It just seemed way too addictive for my personality.
oh yes, bro. Since it has 4 energy systems, you've got the PvE energy system, PvP energy system, you've got the Runes of Conquest energy system, and then you've got the stamina system. Like you have to log in like every 2 hours for stamina, like 1 hour for this, 10 hours for this, 2 hours for this, and it takes up your whole day. So I did the same. It was like, it's going to be too time consuming for me. I need more free time to make content and play and live stream all that. I won't be able to play a lot in the background. So I stuck to Champions Arena because it's a nice passive AFK auto battler. And then it's a decent side game. I could play it on my way to work, on the way back. So that is going to be my mobile game. And then I'm cycling through all these other Gala games that you've seen me play, like Legacy, Echoes of Empire, Superior, Walking Dead, whenever Miranda's comes out. Legendary Born now as well. Last Expedition, playing with devs. I play quite a lot of the Gala games, like play them almost every other day, at least some of them, to keep up to date with the games. And a lot of people do ask me like something about this game, something about this game, so do try and respond and keep up to date with my knowledge to give you guys the correct knowledge. There's also a new boss called Doombringer that is now in game, and the Academy level 20 will unlock the new research called War, and it will open up more researches for, I think, group player conquests, or like when you're fighting the boss. More information about this is in the Discord channel for season 3 and can be found in the Eternal Paradox Discord announcements.
Before you move on, I was like just like snooping around Discord the other day, just like I do, and I see that there's, I think he's in the top 10, a complete free-to-play player for Eternal Paradox. So it's, you know, it's really good that they're able to compete using that model.
Oh yeah, so basically if you put in time, then you can compete with the people that play, even though they play as much as you, but some people use the speed up, so you might not be able to compete in terms of like buildings and soldiers. But if you put in your time yourself and then you actively manage your energy properly, you can easily be really competitive. Like I think I spent $20 minimum on season 1, and I was in the top 100, 200. And then after the first 2-3 days, I let it go and I couldn't compete afterwards because I didn't put in the time and didn't put in the extra resources. So I did enjoy it, but as you said, it's too time consuming. But that's what I mean. Like most games need to get up to its standard because overall it's one of the most fleshed out games on Gala platform. Then Walking Dead Empires. We had a sneak peek for new weapons being added to the game, and there was also a short video showcasing new animations, riot shields, and a new axe animation, a new axe as well. I think it's like the grey axe. Also, they did a teaser for Founders Keys, which they had a QR code on ahead of the game, but it just took you to the Galagames store. So it's not currently in game. I think it's going to be next week or whenever the dev stream is. I think it's either next week or after GDC, which is the week after. So maybe Founders Keys will be available then. We still have no idea what they do, what they're for. The only thing we know is they're minted to Gala Chain and there's several rarities available. They won't be given to you for free, so you will have to buy them, but we'll have to wait and see what the information is, probably from the dev stream, and what they do or what they're combined with to make sure you get the benefits. Maybe the Founders Keys is permanent premium, and if it is, it costs a couple $100. I'll gladly buy a Founders Keys because I know I'm going to be playing that game 2-3 years, so that will balance out the premium costs. If it's a monthly thing and then you have to buy Founders Keys and then it adds like a combo, I'll have to wait and see. But I guess, what are your thoughts, Khaos? Are you going to be playing Walking Dead more now that Legends Reborn's out? Or are you still putting it on hold?
Like, because obviously, Miranda's is so far away, like, and I do enjoy playing the Walking Dead Empire, so I would definitely playing both. And I feel like because I put in the time early with the Walking Dead, like I'm level 92 now, so that way I would just go in and just do events. So if there's like a team event, I'll jump in and do that and just support the alliance, or if there's like alliance battle, or if there's like raids, I don't have to like waste my time just grinding levels. I've done that. I've already put in the work, and then that way I can just play Legend Reborn and whatnot. Actually, do you mind finding that video real quick? Like, cause it'd be cool for people to see it who didn't see it. The updates, because that SMG, boy, that SMG look nice. Like, you know, I'm about the assault rifles and the SMG.
The ahead of the game video? Yeah, I'll quickly do that.
Yeah, it was, yeah. So like the right shield, the new animations, some of the weapons.
Yep,
It was
go
fine
here.
there.
Not the Helldivers one.
I'm
Galagames.
hoping some of the heroes will have like buffs for SMGs and assault rifles, because that's kind of going to be my main weapon choice. For some of the specials where like with the SMG, the hero pulled out both SMGs at the same time. I was like, yo, that looks sick. So
I do
really
want dual
happy and
wielding.
excited to see the development of the game. I'm liking that they've changed the walkers HP. They're a lot easier to kill in the ancient zone, so that was really cool. They did the update to the base upgrade, so like, you know, the walkers levels actually match the level of the base, so that's cool. So you can get actual the right XP for that. So yeah, I'm super excited to for this AMA at the end of the month to see what's new, learn more about the final keys. I'm a bit like you, so because of the different rarities of the finalist keys, so depending on what benefits the final keys give you, I might go with like a low rarity. Depends on like how much time I'm gonna put in the game. Like if I know I'm gonna put a lot of time in the game, then I go for like a higher rarity. But if I know like I'm not gonna be invested that much time, I rather invest more Legends Reborn, because if I can, you know, give myself a better advantage in playing Legend Reborn, I'd rather invest the time and money in that, depending on the earnings. Because if I can like earn more from Legends Reborn, then it makes more sense for me to put my resources and time into that. So it all depends on the benefits that we get from these.
Yep, understandable. Also, if The Walking Dead doesn't get their economy up and running early and Miranda's has the way to earn material in game before The Walking Dead, I'm pretty sure a lot of the community will just be playing Miranda's. So for the team, you ideally want to get your economy going before Miranda's economy to make sure you have a good substantial player base and that they actually test the economy, because you want the players to actually test the economy. Like, everything's good on paper. Once you put it into practical use, things change completely, and within the span of a couple of minutes or even a couple of hours. So you need to make sure that you get this up and running. And as you said, it depends what the Founders Keys benefits are. If I'm going to get a low rarity one or a higher rarity one, if you have to pair it with like a hero. So if you get like a rare hero and you compare it with a legendary hero, or do you have to get a rare hero and a rare key? We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully it's not like that. Hopefully it's just like a separate buff or separate boon on the side. But yeah, you could scan this QR code and it just takes you to the Gala Game store. So I'm guessing it's something that you have to buy and it's not going to be distributed. Right, cool.
Yeah.
Then we
And
have
another thing about like Something you mentioned about like getting the economy going like as quickly as possible. When it's ready, just don't force it. But another reason you want to do that is like I said, gamers like are always looking for exploits. Like within 5 minutes, you're gonna find an exploit. So you want to get that up and running for Miranda, so you can, if there's any exploits, you can just shut that down. Because I guarantee, like every game that has ever come out, like I don't know how they do it. I feel like there's people just they've just been in the gaming space so long and they found exploits in every game that they played, and now that they brought it to like sometimes they find these bugs like the unlimited resource glitch, and you're like, bro, how
Hmm.
did you figure that out? And it's like, oh yeah, it was a glitch 5 years ago in this game that doesn't,
Legit.
use
People have
that for
played
it. So
MMOs for 30 years. Most glitches generally have the same structure to reproduce the glitches because they're based on same type of code, the same type of system. So, for example, in Minecraft, if you're playing on a server and you open the chest, you put an item in the chest. If two people click that chest at the same time, it would duplicate that item. So most people have previous knowledge from like these MMOs and like other games like that, where you could like drop an item in a trade, log off, it shows both people have the item in the inventory as a trade. So when you log off, it like gives it to the other person. You log back on, it still shows it in your inventory. There's so many glitches back and forth that happen, and gamers have knowledge of that, and they test it in most of the new ones. Especially now, as you said, it's Web3, so you're actually getting a financial incentive to actually hack and glitch and like do all of these for these games. There's going to be a lot more. For example, I played Albion Online for 5 years on and off. There was a glitch when they updated the game. They added each item had a set value, right? Because when you teleported with the item, they charge you that set value times how many you had. Well, what they didn't know is that for one of the items, they had the set value to 1,000. So for example, 1,000 silver, but you could buy that item for 150 silver. So basically you could buy that item and get 5 extra rewards. So people buying that item, and it wasn't an item that was scarcely available. You could buy it from an NPC and unlimited quality. So you saw people just standing at the NPC buying like thousands or tens of thousands of these books for like a couple thousand silver, selling it and 5xing their silver. And they did that for a good 30 minutes, and that was just inflating the economy. So they had to shut the server down and then do a rollback for 2 hours. So don't be afraid to do rollbacks, guys. If it's going to break your economy, roll back the game.
yeah, real talk, real talk.
Rewind.
Legit. I know some people are going to be pissed because they get that 1% drop like in old school RuneScape. You get like the Dragon Warhammer or Twisted Bow, and then you get that notification, system update 5 minutes because something happened with the recent patch. And you're like, oh no. But it's better for the game. It's going to hurt. It's definitely going to hurt. I feel you because that had that happen to me in RuneScape. But yeah, it's better for the game to make sure all of that silver or gold does not flood into the economy. So yeah, I'm looking forward to both games. Now, PokerGo Play, the rewards for sweepstakes for the 20th to the 26th should have gone out, and they are doing a lot of changes with the light paper as well. If you're interested, go check that out. We can't play in the UK, so I'm not keeping track of it as much as the other games. But the next game is what these two do enjoy, and Legends Reborn was launched on Monday, not Wednesday, because I think Anita said Wednesday in the episode. Tuesday was the stream, so I don't know whether Wednesday came on. But given the team your feedback so they can fix all the bugs, features in game, I did encounter a bug yesterday when I was playing 8-bit Tendies. I destroyed one of his champions. He still had the harpy active and it said KO, and then none of us could progress. So we played rock paper scissors with the emotes, and then we had 5 of the same emotes, and then finally I think I lost, he won. So I exited the game, but since I KO'd his champion, it registered as my win. So I'm going to clip that, send it to the devs so they can do feedbacks on that. But how have you guys been enjoying the gameplay? I know you guys have been streaming it a lot. Khaos has been making a bunch of videos. This is your segment. Off you go.
You want to run first, Khaos?
Yeah, sure. First of all, like I saw that rock paper segment that you and 8-bit Tendies did, and that was actually intense. That was more intense than the actual game. I was like, bro, who's gonna win this rock paper scissors? Like, because my money's on this guy. Like, it was jokes, and they got down to the last one, like, and I was like, I don't know, it could go any way. So that might even be a game in itself. But no, it's so cool to see so many people playing the game. Like, I've never really had an issue with finding a game. I might have to wait a couple of minutes, It's far better than what it was the last playtest where I would wait like fucking like 30 minutes and then realize I'm the only person online. Like there's nobody else. So it's so cool to see so many new people. And they're enjoying the game as much as they're frustrated with like learning the game and how difficult it is for new players. They're still enjoying the game, like, and I feel that's what the team said that they wanted to do first. That they didn't want to copy other games like Magic the Gathering and Hearthstone. They wanted to make a new game, but they had to be fun, and they focused on that. It's like, yo, this game has to be fun and it has to be keep people coming back wanting to play more. And I get that and I see that from like the community and like the way that people are asking questions because they're very like, I want to learn how to play this game. So they're just on it. And one thing I want to say before I go is the free to play. There's like everybody's like not a lot of people have NFTs for this game because when this game came out, like not the community wasn't as big as the other community, so there's only a small amount of people that actually bought those creature packs that had the money to buy them because them creature packs were not cheap, fam. They were not cheap. So there's only a few people. So majority of people that are playing the game don't actually own any NFTs. But when you look at the top 100 or the top 50, majority of people that are at the top are obviously they bought the action cards, but most of their creatures are free to play. So it just shows you that you don't actually need to own NFTs to be competitive. If you're into earnings and stuff like that, then yeah, cool. Like go get NFTs for the earning. But I'm hoping that they will have something where a free to play player can generate enough Dragon Stones or enough whatever minting scrolls to then earn and then eventually reinvest the money that they've earned into an NFT so they can just like start that loop. But I'm having so much fun. You know, like my one of my biggest fears was coming back to the game and not many people playing it. So seeing all the people that's playing it, it just makes it so much more fun for you to be able to get into a game and just dominate your opponent because your boy is number one. Like if you wanna learn how to play the game, come at me, contact me. Yeah, I'm number one for a reason. Like I stay there. I see Shadowknyte climbing the ranks. Like he's not that far off behind me, but yeah,
Yeah,
having so much
no,
fun.
I'm absolutely loving it. Like Khaos said, before you could come on and not be able to find the game, and it would you literally struggle to match. I've played like morning, noons, and nights, and I've always been lucky enough to find matches. Obviously, seen some old faces, which is great, and obviously some new players. Like shout out to you, Smiling. Like you've really taken to the game really well. You've really like taken on board any feedback me and Khaos has given you, and you're really fortifying yourself as a top player over there. So I think as soon as they press launch on the rewards, we'll probably see an influx of even newer players, which I'm really looking forward to seeing. And obviously, the more people that can see like Khaos's videos and like learning how to play the game, etc. I really do think this is just going to kick on and on and on. They're in previous builds. There's been like a broken meta, and like kind of like if you run that and you would win. There's actually so many interesting ways to win now. I've kind of found a deck that I like and I enjoy running, but Chaos's deck is completely different to mine, and obviously both have their strengths and weaknesses and stuff. And it's just been amazing. Like people coming over and like interacting with my stream. I've never had that many people come over and asking questions and just being involved in a game that I love and starting to love themselves. So I really think the future's bright for this game and can't wait to see how it progresses.
Yep, it's good. Like now that I've understood quite a lot of the things, like I'm generally good with like card games and TCGs like Hearthstone and all of that. But this game didn't really click for me in the 2023 Mayhem because I was trying to shuffle and balance like all the other games. So this wasn't like top on the priority, but I did enjoy it. And now that I've become friends with you two and you go on about it 24/7, I did dive more into it and I'm enjoying it because like I've got a fairly solid team and I've got like good action card combos that I didn't think were possible, but I did discover, and it's been working really, really well for me. We'll have to wait and see how well I go up. I think I'm currently ranked 9. I'll get there. I'll be top 5 soon. Also, what's going on, Prospector? You are, well, you're not that late. Well, I guess you are kind of late, but you can always watch it on replay, like you said. But welcome. As long as you're here live, you still made it. We are moving on from Legends Reborn to, Galagames play. There was Helldivers 2 yesterday, which is technically today morning, with a special guest. That special guest ended up being me, because JD's special guest didn't manage to come through, so he messaged me saying if I'm available, and I was like, yep, I'm down. I bought the game, played it for a couple of sessions to get used to it, and it was an awesome, entertaining moment of both of us just going, what the hell is happening? Res me, I died. Oh my god. So if you want to watch it, make sure you click this. It's Galagames Plays Helldivers 2 over here. You can see me and JD just going crazy for that game. And then finally, we have the spring summer sale. 7 items on the Galagames store are now on sale. I think it lasts roughly a week. But here is a list of all the information that you need to know about the sales. So the Galagames mystery boxes are on sale, 25% off for the bronze mystery boxes, 10% for the silver, gold, and platinum mystery boxes. You have to use these codes here to get the discounts for the respective items. And then if you go to Champions Arena, as we said before, it's currently the event where you spend X to get Y. The legendary champion and champion boxes for what you need to spend. I think it's a decent trade-off depending on if you are buying gems anyway. Now's a good time to do it, as Shadow said. Then you've got the Eternal Paradox discount of the gem packs right here. You've got the Meow Match discounts of the tigers and the epic white tiger and the common tiger. The Walking Dead items, the Georgian Arsenals, Labs, and Forges are now on sale. The higher rarity ones, Epic, Legendary, and Ancient. They do cost quite a bit, even if you do apply Gala Spring 50 to the discount. So I'll have to wait and see how they do on launch, if they do like the bundles, because the bundles are generally the way to go. There's also 75% off the Prepper Pack, which costs roughly $2,000, which I did buy. So I'm waiting to see how the crafting tables can be upgraded. If you have to have an ancient one to get the percentage bonus, or you can eventually upgrade it to get the percentage bonus. We'll have to wait and see. Then you have rebate offers for when you purchase with credit card, USDC or USDT on certain items, mainly being a lot of the Common Ground World stuff. So as you were shocked that Common Ground World NFTs go on sale, there's also discounts for them, and you get a rebate if you're buying with card or USDC to USDT. Several of these are available here with 20-25% off, some even 50% off. And then you have the PokerGo Play discount, which is the chip packs. You can get quite a lot. If you buy the biggest one, it's 40% off. The rest are 30% off. So enjoy the summon sale while it lasts. If you're thinking about picking something up, then make sure to use my link in the description. It's completely free and it's the easiest way to support me. It's smilinmonster.com/galagames. So yeah, this is the spring summer sale. Now that is pretty much it for the head of the game recap, but there is a few more announcements that you guys do need to know, mainly being this one. So if you guys didn't know, Bitbender a couple days ago, I think no, even yesterday, posted this tweet saying Galaverse 2024, and then he had this gif that says it's time to see the rest of the world, and it has like a little Netflix icon. So I don't know if that's a Gala film subtle partnership with Netflix, but this could just be the gif that they find and it has the icon branded. But Galaverse 2024, if it actually does happen, or it might happen, I'm definitely going to try and go to start meeting everybody that I've been talking to the last couple of years, depending on the price of the ticket and the flights and the timing. What are your guys' thoughts on this conspiracy of Galaverse 2024?
Can't wait for some real solid information about it, and I hope so bad I can go.
Oh, ditto.
All
3 of us need to go.
There's time to see the rest of the world. Like, I don't know what Dada's bankroll was saying, but it'd be so cool if they took that shit and tour, like, you know, like fucking concert and shit. Like, all right, we're gonna be in Paris, we're gonna be in London, we're gonna be in the Middle East, we're gonna be in, you know, Southeast Asia. Like, because if they wanted to go big, like, they could like rather than doing one major big event, they can do like small little events from around the world, like, and that would be so cool because then that way ain't nobody got to jump on no fucking plane. Like when you're in London, you just roll up. When you're in, Middle East or France or whatever, like you just rock up, and it'd be so cool. It'd be the best way to have them spend the money. They got the bankroll. I could just spend, an
Smart.
Uber ride, a £10 Uber ride, get there, have a few drinks, back home.
Bro, if they're coming to London, we'll just be like backup crew, innit? It's like, yo, just get us tickets. We'll help you sort out shit that you need to do in London.
Guardians on tour.
Exactly. We'll go on tour. Give Gala to get us the bankroll. But yeah, it's gonna be amazing. Like if it does happen, I'm guessing it's gonna be near the middle or the end of the year because I don't think it'll be near Q2. If it is like August or July, which is summertime for most part of the world, it could be interesting to see. And it depends on the location, right? It might be America or it could be, where was the other one? Europe. So maybe they do Asia this time. You never know because they've been pushing quite a lot into the Philippines and Southeast Asia. Like JD is from Philippines, so he's got decent connections there. We'll have to wait and see the location. As most people are saying, you need more information. Like I can't wait for more info. And as I said here, I haven't been to one or two, so I definitely want to make this one. And we'll have to be waiting to see. And I'll be looking forward to talking to everybody and seeing everybody that we're talking to for the last couple of years. Guardians, Gala Guardians London meetup. You know what to do. Yo, Prospector. I registered for the event. You know where they had the global announcement saying if you want to host a gala event, what would you do? And I got an email from Mao. I still have to respond to that. It's been a couple of days, but I'm still trying to think of some of the questions. And I basically want to do the Gala Gold London meetup. Not exactly to Gala Gold, but anybody that wants to come. So like find venues, like talk about Gala games, teach people what Gala games is, what Web3 is, like stuff like that. Combo of both like an event, a chill out session, and an educational place. If I'm going to do that, I'm pretty sure Shadow and Khaos is going to be there. Shadow also filled out the form, right?
I was literally just about to jump in and say I was checking through my spam emails and I actually got a response and I wanted to run through. There's like 20 questions, isn't there?
Yeah, there's like
a lot of questions.
Yeah.
I thought if us three run through the form together, and then we say we've submitted this on behalf of us three, so there's one point of contact and then we can discuss between each other. But yeah, I missed that when it first come through, so I'm really keen to get that information back to them.
That's why I was waiting, because I was like, I'll discuss it with Shadow and Khaos and then see if we can do it as like a 3-man squad. Because one of the questions is like, if you do this event, who's going to help you, or do you have anybody to help you? And it's like, bang, Shadow and Khaos will do like the 3-man event ourselves and that run it in London. So I haven't responded, but we'll have to put that on something we need to do in the next couple of days too. You all would be great hosts for an event like this. Legit, bro. Like I'll DJ, I'll do the tech side because I'm doing that right now. Khaos will bring the energy. Exactly. And the Shadow will be the host. It'll be amazing. All right, cool. So that is one of the things that you need to know about. Galaverse 24 could happen. We'll have to wait and see. Next up is Gala is joining forces with Plan X. The collaboration focuses on enriching the blockchain gaming landscape on Gala Chain. It's all about pushing boundaries and reaching new audiences. So a lot of people, well, Khaos asked who, and I was like, I have no idea. So let's quickly go back to this blog and see what Plan X is. I believe somebody did respond to me, telling me who is Plan X. And there it is. If I'm right, Plan X DEX will accelerate Gala and their Gala Swap platform. Plan X is focused on DEX related work, and it's pretty powerful matchmaking. So basically, they're going to be doing more DEX related stuff on Gala Chain, which is amazing, and we'll have to wait and see. That is another piece of information that you do need to know about. Then you also need to know about NFT Harbor's version 2.7 update. There's several changes in the platform, like music NFTs and swaps are now available. You can search bar is available. The search bar bug has been fixed on mobile. 99 Gala to cancel the offer, 200 Gala for the swap, 222 to buy a star. I remember talking about this on the last ahead of the game. not ahead of the game, last Guardians of the Galaverse. But I just thought I'd put it in there again because NFT Harbor, as you don't know, is a third-party Gala chain marketplace. So a lot of people have been using it, and Rosterkip, the NFT lookup, or Rosterkip as it's known, has been killing it recently with all of these Gala chain, Gala NFT Harbor changes for Gala chain. And a lot of people have been using this platform to start trading NFTs back and forth on Gala chain, and it's an amazing thing. I use it all the time. I look for deals, I search for deals, I sell my NFTs there. It's just an amazing website, and it's nftharbor.io if I remember correctly. Don't be clicking on like any of these other dodgy links. Yeah, nftharbor.io, and then it will take you to this website, and this is what NFT Harbor looks like. And it also allows you to finally search with the bar. They have promotions now as well. So 20% discount on fees if you have Ryan V's, I guess, music song. And there's all these other promotions and other things. Like if you click here, it says if you have this, you get a 10% or 20% discount on Gala Chain and 10% on ETH. And make sure you check these promotions, because if you've linked your main wallet and you have like certain NFTs or like a certain amount of Gala, you could be getting discount on fees. And then we move over to the node ecosystem distribution update. So you can go to news.gala.com and then find this article right here. But basically, to summarize it, a lot of people have been running their nodes for 6 hours, or currently the minimum time uptime requirement to get the reward is 6 hours for the Gala distribution. But they are thinking about doing a point system. So every 6 hours, somebody gets a reward. So if you have your node up for the 24-hour period, they will be giving you like half an hour leeway just in case it goes down and it reboots and goes back up. Like it doesn't have to be 24 hours on the dot. They will be giving you some breathing room, which is nice. But every 6 hours, if you keep the node up and online for 24 hours, every 6 hours, you get additional points. So you can get 4 points in a 24-hour period. And basically what this means is you can read the information here. So it will be the total amount in the pool divided by the points, and that will be your distro. And then the total in the pool is the trenches that are available, which is now variation instead of fixed. The halving is still in place, I think, for next month, or is it the month after? You can check Dr. Wookie's video where he does the maths on that. I haven't done it, but he does it for you. And it's basically the formulas are here. And the next step for founders nodes and common ground world nodes is them turning into NFTs. And every 6 hours a town store node is active, it will receive 0.25 dirt and so on. So there's a lot of information, but what are your guys' thoughts on this new potential change?
Yeah, I think it's brilliant that they're going to reward people for running them 24 hours. Short and sweet.
No, likewise. Like, I mean, I didn't actually know there was people that only ran it for 6 hours and then switched it off. Like, my shit is like on 24/7. And like now that I know that there's people who do that, I kind of feel like annoyed, because like my nose are doing all this work like 24/7. There's people that are doing like 75% less than work that I'm doing, but we're getting paid exactly the same. So like I definitely welcome this change, and I'm happy for it. Like, it just makes sense. Like if you're doing more work than somebody else, why the hell? It's like you working at your job and someone does like 75% less than what you do, but yet y'all still get paid the same at the end of the day. Like, it don't make no sense. So
yeah, legit.
Welcome this.
Is this coming in, or is it going to be a vote, or is it unknown?
I haven't read the article, so I don't know what it is, but I think it might be put up for a vote, or built infrastructure first of all, found a reward operating. It might be based on the vote, because they have to do that if they want to vote the changes for the Gala ecosystem. And if it is a vote, I'm definitely going to be voting yes, because I have my nodes online 24/7 on a VPS. And some people run the nodes for 6 hours on their computer. So like when they're playing games, they have it running in the background. They have a 6 hour timer. Once the timer goes off, they know they don't have to keep it running no more. So some people do that, not a lot, but there are people like that. And as Khaos said, if I'm going to work and there's another guy next to me doing only 20% of the work and I'm putting in 100% of the work, I expect to be paid the difference, because I'm putting in more work compared to the other guy. So this is a good change for me, because I have it running all the time. and mine are online pretty much 24/7. I think some days it's like 23 hours and like 36 minutes because they restart or they go down when Gala does something on the node side. But this is a most welcome change. I'm happy for that. All right, cool. So I think a lot of node owners will be happy that use VPS. I currently use Vulture and Racknerd. They had New Year's sales. I did use Contabo, but I think Racknerd and Vulture currently are better in terms of uptime and price. So I switched over recently, especially to the Racknerd new sale. If you want to join Racknerd, I'll leave a comment in the description. I'll leave a link in the comment so you can check that out. Next, we have the new article that Shadow sent me that Galagames unreveals a new horizon of our San Diego studio. So a leap into the future, we're thrilled to announce a significant milestone in our upcoming mission to revolutionize the world of entertainment, the opening of our brand new game development studio in San Diego, Chile. This move is more than just an expansion. It's a bold step into the future. By landing roots in the thriving gaming hub of San Diego, we're reinforcing our commitment to creating empowering and immersive digital experience, pushing the boundaries of both gaming and entertainment. And it gives you an overview of why San Diego, our vision and leadership, under the leadership of Pablo Mera, studio leader of the new location. So let's quickly Google this guy. It comes up with a basketball guy. Lead game designer at Gala Games on LinkedIn. Guess you can get more information. He's got 12 years of professional experience in managing teams in game development. Does he have augmented reality, FPS, Android? Doesn't say what he's worked on previously. Oh, senior games designer at Virtually Human, and then Giant Monkey Robot. Yeah, well, he gives you his background here, so you guys can check that out. But he is the lead studio developer. And then if we just skim over this, they want to do high quality Irresolute with players around the globe, empowering local talent. At Gala, our commitment goes beyond creating games. We're looking for nurture local talents. We're making meaningful contributions to the global gaming ecosystem by offering opportunities for local developers to work on global projects with the latest tech. We're not creating jobs, we're empowering creators. That is good because I'm a creator, but with the third party like devs being building games on Gala chain, as we've seen previously with the 2021 contracts, they weren't exactly foolproof, or there were issues with at least half of the third-party teams that did work with Gala, or the ones that Gala didn't buy out because they bought out Ember Entertainment and all of the Ember, Walking Dead, Miranda's, Common Ground World, Last Expedition. They bought out the team, development team for that. So all of the games currently that are doing good are the ones that are currently owned by Gala, and the ones that are third-party, they have some issues, or there's delays, or they've gone under the radar. So hopefully the new contracts and new changes and who they partner with, new developers, it's going to be better for the community, and it's not going to be like a power struggle between mommy and daddy and you're in the middle, you're a kid, just be like, which one am I voting for? Like, which side am I on? Hopefully it's better for everybody. Looking ahead, they're going to speed up of Web3 and looking to do more at the studio. And to join the excitement, embark on the journey, we invite the gaming community, developers, or Web3 enthusiasts to stay tuned for updates about the San Diego studio. So this is a massive change. It's like they're actually doing physical locations now as a hub or office. They're not doing a lot of remote work. As Bitbender has said, like having Gala HQ is sped up productivity by like a bazillion fold. Like they're ahead of schedule on the blueprint because they've been talking to people face to face, and the productivity just being in an office has been amazing compared to their remote work. But what are your guys' thoughts on this?
Yeah, positive step. You know, they're embracing what looks like a thriving community of game developers. And I just like the fact that they're expanding so aggressively.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like if they can just build their own games, like do it themselves, like they have the developers, and when it comes to blockchain, they got developers for that. So if they can build their own gaming studio, so they don't have to worry about that third party or stuff going wrong or people not living up to their side of the agreement, I could just like like a bit like what they've done with Legends Reborn. They bought the IP, they brought the team in, I don't know if the team has created their own studio or if Gala has created the studio, and it's crazy. I don't know what's going on with that whole studio, but I feel like this is a good step forward from Gala to have a little bit more control in terms of what come into their ecosystem.
I think they have created a new studio called Clashcraft Studios, and the director of design and product is Govind. So he's now, instead of what was the previous studio called?
Kung Fu Factory.
Yeah, Kung Fu Factory. So instead of Kung Fu Factory, it is now Clashcraft Studios.
Clashcraft.
Yep. And then this is the Legends Reborn Q&A with Govind. The information about Tolk. So Tolk is the currency that you'll be getting in game when rewards are turned on. Legends Reborn is a cutting Web3 trading card game that merges strategic depth of deck building, classic PvP TCG mechanics with innovative ownership and reward possibilities. So they had a Q&A session. There are questions that have been answered, and the answer from his personal like gaming history, and then his vision for Legends Reborn, and how he thinks of like the classic TCG format and how Legends Reborn is different, or how he's gonna make it different and but still keep the classic love for TCGs. And then you have the concept of ownership, like the Web3 side for TCGs, because TCGs and Web3 just make sense. Like digital cards or collectibles is a no-brainer, everybody understands it, but there's a lot of card games, so what makes this different and how it's going to separate itself from the other games but still be a TCG, and then the advantages that Galachain provides and the integration of Web3 technology and why it is good for gaming. But if you want to get a full overview of these questions and answers, they are at news.gala.com. The new way to get most of the news on Gala is news.gala.com, or my Twitter. It's depending on the articles. But what are your guys' thoughts on this blog or post? Did you like view it, or did you go over it, or is this your first time seeing it?
Yeah, I read through it today actually. It's good to see a little bit more about his history and games he's enjoyed over the years, and also his excitement in literally bringing to life a economy for trading cards within Legend Reborn. I honestly think as soon as we can start crafting these cards and minting them and selling them on NFT Harbor, I really think that's going to just go bananas.
Yep. Especially you can break down cards, get the ink and paper, whatever it is, and craft the cards you do want. It's going to be a nice economy, because I've always said since the start of like late 2021, 2022, 2023, like you need to incorporate something of player time instead of like these reward like leaderboard models or the daily payouts. There needs to be some form of like player time in or player input in to get certain rewards that can be traded between the other players, and that creates a player economy instead of like a token economy. Like token economies work, sure, but they shouldn't be the main focus point. So now Legends Reborn has three things. It has the leaderboards that are weekly or seasonally. Then it has the crafting, which you can craft the action cards and NFTs. And it also has renting. So it has three things going for it instead of just the one, like Champions Arena just has the leaderboards. Echoes of Empire also just has the leaderboards. So we have to wait and see how this change is going to be bringing to all the other games. So maybe they battle test this with Legends Reborn, and then in the Walking Dead Empires, they have these three things as well, but they add a fourth thing. And then when they release another game, they add a fifth thing, like Last Expedition. They have like all of these things plus another thing. So by the time Miranda's comes out, it's going to be like 10 things that all work and have been tested by all these previous games. So it's going to work, and Miranda's is just going to be the holy grail, which is everybody's, or that's my personal opinion of how they're going to battle test the economies. And I think it is the way they're going, because they tested for Spider Tanks, they tested for Townstar. Well, it was Townstar, then Spider Tanks, then Champions Arena, like all of these other games. Speaking of Spider Tanks, we have a article that published by Gala previously, well, not previously, but recently, that Spider Tanks working towards a better arena. So Spider Tanks was the first game launched with support by Galachain, and it held a special place in a lot of the community members' hearts as well as in Gala's hearts. But Spider Tanks today has been a game that has been halted. The developer that we hired, Game Media, however, slowed down development of the game. They stopped altogether. Over the months, the game received less and less Game Media support. Eventually, only one Game Media employee was sort of put in the game at all. Then no one. Game Media entered a long-term Game Media entered a long-term contract with Galagames to support the game, and it is our belief that they have failed to do this. We have tried to find a friendly resolution to this, whether it be allowing us to bring it to another developer, working with a new arrangement, or allowing us to access the source code and develop the game internally. Game Media has been unreceptive from our perspective, and if I remember correctly, Wookie just released a video over on YouTube saying that Gala has sued Game Media. Just quickly pull that up right here. There you go, the Spider Tanks Galagames lawsuit against Spider Tanks. So if you want a brief overview of what it is, if you don't want to sit through this legal case and read through all this, Wookie does generally a good summary of most of the legal cases. I don't tend to touch them because it's too much of like legal mumbo jumbo to me, and it's just easier to watch his video, like 10-15 minute videos on this regarding the lawsuits. But it's basically Gala's viewpoint. As he says in the video, we have to wait and see Game Media's viewpoint, because like in the Drifter one, Drifter sued first and then Gala sued, and then you found both viewpoints. So hopefully we see Gala's viewpoint here, and then we'll see the Game Media's viewpoint on the next one. So what are your thoughts on this?
Well, I've got to look at it from a neutral perspective, because, you know, those Spider Tanks isn't my bag. I can't just be like, F that title, I don't care. You know, there's a lot of players that love that game, and I know what that feeling feels like. When Kung Fu Factory nuked Legends, I was devastated, and people are having that same reaction to Spider Tank. So the fact that, you know, Gala really are going after what they think's right, and, you know, doing right by the community that love the game, and, you know, they see, you know, it having a bright future also. I think this is a step in the right direction.
Yeah. And it says a lot for like Gala to be the one to actually put the case against Game Media. Usually we see projects trying to sue Gala for whatever reason. So, and obviously I know Gala, rather than suing people, Gala would rather just, because it's not a good look for the company. So they would probably rather just try and sort this out amicably behind closed doors and get stuff sorted. So when it gets to the point where, you know, the Game Media is being unresponsive and whatnot, like, get so frustrated. It's like there's nothing else for you to do but to take legal action. So like I said, when it gets to the point where God is doing that, sometimes you kind of feel like they're in the right, because you just get so frustrated with trying to sort it out, and the other party is just not being you know, helpful and not like that. So it'd be interesting to see the outcome. But yeah, I agree with like Shadow, like, yeah, totally and know what the people who like playing Spider Tanks, I know exactly what they're going through, and I feel like God will do everything their power eventually to get this title back and up and running. So it's looking promising. I mean, like I said, for them to take league action, to me, it's looking promising.
Well, this line is what get me. Eventually, only one Game Media employee was supporting the game, and then none at all. How is nobody supporting the game? Because as we've seen, it's been a year since anything has been happened to Spider Tanks in terms of development updates. If that year in the bear market they had constant developments every couple of months, and they did like a live service game, which is what Spider Tanks was meant to be, right now, like during the start of the bull run, which is what we're currently at, it would have been an amazing game as one of the Web3 games. Like if they ported it to mobile as well, a mobile, easy way to earn. You could earn the Silk wasn't exactly doing all that, but since they got rid of Honor, people jumped back into it, and is now a way you can actually do it properly. And if they added like the legendary ball and crafting of skins and NFTs, and like using the components to do other things, I think it would have had a good shot of being revived and the player base going back to it. Because the way that renting worked in Spider Tanks and the pod system was one of the good features about Spider Tanks. The only bad thing was Honor, and they got rid of it. So I think it had a huge chance if the development was still on Spider Tanks. But now that a lawsuit has taken place, like Superior, it's going to take several months, maybe even years for it to finish. Hopefully not, but then the game might be dead by then. Or can Gala revive it if they get it sorted out really quick? and there's a faster resolution, and they can just bang out these updates that they've said that they have in the background. I remember talking to Chair Bandit when he was on the game media team and going back and forth. Classy was more so, or Jesus Martinez as he's now known as, he was a hardcore spider tanks person. We talk every now and again about what to increase, like features that could be good, changes that the game needs. I did send a list to Chair Bandit, but I think after that is when everything started to go south, so I didn't get any of the responses. But yeah, I am looking forward to seeing this become something better. I think that is it for this week. We've covered everything you guys need to know about the recent changes in the Galagames ecosystem. Do you guys have any other articles or news that you would like to share, or should we start wrapping it up?
I've got nothing to add, mate. I had a quick little search through in the background and I couldn't find anything else I wanted to bring to the forefront.
Sweet. So that is pretty much.
Cool.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was saying, yeah, I'm cool. Like, covered everything that I wanted to talk about. So, yeah, good episode.
Yeah, a lot of things to cover. Conspiracy theories of Galaverse 2024 and other things happening around in the Galagames ecosystem. So if you guys did enjoy this podcast episode, then make sure to follow each of us over on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, wherever we are. The links are in the description. Show everybody that love, because we will do the Galagames Discord mini games for you and cover it all in a weekly episode called Guardians of the Galaverse. You don't have to sit through and spend hours and hours searching like the 5, 6, 7 or Discords that Gala has and all of the Twitter and like the websites that they do. We do that for you, compile it all into a weekly recap, which makes it easier for you to digest what's happening in the weekly, what happening every week in the Gala ecosystem. As always, just follow me over on X, because I post a lot of the announcements and the weekly recaps. Follow Shadow and Khaos for all your Legends Reborn news and shenanigans, and pop in on the live streams, and they will teach you live. Like if you have questions, just jump in, ask the questions. They'll get back to you. They're fairly responsive. It's a good way to learn as well. That's how I learned. Khaos and Shadow Khaos at the start, and then both of them giving me tips. Khaos was the one that helped me get ranked 50 in the 2023 May Mayhem, and then just listening to both Shadow and Khaos going back and forth, I'm in top 10 right now in the current rankings. I haven't played today, so maybe somebody has bumped me down to 10 or 11, but we'll have to wait and see. Any final thoughts, guys?
Yeah, on my channel, I want to start doing 1 day a week, having like a member of the community on and just basically like coach them for like a few hours.
Yes.
So that, just like one-to-one session. Obviously, they'd have to be comfortable with like at least being a voice on Discord. They obviously don't need to put their cam on or anything like that. Just share their screen with me. I'd obviously run their screen and, hopefully help some people improve.
Sounds like a plan. So if you want to get better at Legends Reborn, make sure to send Shadow a message. You can find him on Discord or over on YouTube. Oh, well, no, Twitter. I think Discord is the best. Where's the best place to contact you, Shadow?
Yeah, I'd say Discord.
Yeah, so jump over on Discord. You can find him in my server, or you can find him in Gala's server, and he's on the member list on the top right. What about you, Khaos? Any final words?
I mean, like I said, I was really happy with today's episode. Some really cool articles that was published by Gala. Yeah, I'm just gonna continue doing my thing. Trying to stay number one, Legend Reborn. Just stay tuned for more videos next week. I want to put out at least 2 videos. One showcasing like combat mechanics in terms of like health, armor, resistance, drag attacks, stuff like that. I mean, I only found out today that Neff didn't even know about the card drawing mechanics in the game. Like he only found out today that when you draw all your cards, you don't have any more. You do a drag attack, you get like a 1 point for your hero meter. And I'm just like, how do you? Anyway, yeah, cool. So there's gonna be a lot that I want to do next week in terms of content. So there's just loads of content for me to do. So you guys, if you're not subbed to my channel, make sure you're subbed to my channel so you can see me in action and what I do. If you're playing Legend Reborn, hopefully we meet on the table. I know a lot of people are trying to avoid me, don't avoid me. Like, so fun and games, like, you know what I mean? Like, so I guess I'll just catch you guys at the table, innit?
See you at the tables.
Oh, and that is it for episode 9 of Guardians of the Galaverse. Tune in next week where we might have a special guest. We might not. We'll have to wait and see. And we will catch you guys next week. Peace.